Imagine this exact moment. You are dreaming. You are walking through the corridors of your old high school, wandering around a brightly lit 1990s shopping mall, or standing barefoot by the indoor pool where you learned to swim. Everything looks exactly as it does in your memories. Every tile, every smell, the exact hum of the fluorescent lights. But as you look around, a cold realization washes over you. You are completely alone. There are no passersby, no friends, no employees. The world is perfectly constructed, but its entire population has been erased. Welcome to Dreamcore, a subconscious, liminal space you probably visit every single night without even realizing it. Most people wake up from these dreams feeling a strange, conflicting cocktail of emotions. Absolute terror mixed with a deep, inexplicable peace. But there is one specific detail about these empty dreams that psychologists have only recently started to understand. A detail that reveals a dark truth about how you live your daily life. And more importantly, there is a very specific, terrifying reason why you should never try to find another person when you are trapped in these empty dreamscapes. We will get to that reason in a few minutes. But first, we have to deconstruct the architecture of your mind. Why does your brain, an organ capable of rendering entire universes, breathtaking alien worlds, and complex action storylines, suddenly decide to build a perfectly normal building and then painstakingly delete every single human being from it? What is your subconscious desperately trying to tell you? To understand the emptiness of your dreams, we have to look at what your brain is doing while you are awake. Neuroscientists call it social cognitive processing. Think of your brain as a highly advanced computer. When you wake up, leave your house, and enter society, your brain's processor is running at 99% capacity. You are forced to analyze thousands of faces. You have to decode the tone of your boss's email, wonder why a stranger on the street looked at you funny, and constantly adjust your social mask to fit in with your friends, your family, and your coworkers. You are constantly connected, constantly perceived, and constantly processing the emotions of others. Your nervous system is redlining just to survive this perpetual societal simulation. When you finally fall asleep, your subconscious takes control, and it knows one undeniable truth. Your processor is overheating. You are exhausted. Your brain creates these empty malls, abandoned hotels, and endless carpeted hallways not to scare you. It does this to protect you. By removing people from your dream, your psyche literally unplugs your social processing unit. It stops rendering the NPCs, non-playable characters, to save bandwidth. In these liminal spaces, you no longer need to please anyone. You don't have to worry about your posture, your words, or your responsibilities. It is the only place in the entire universe where absolutely no one expects anything from you. The emptiness is not a glitch in your dream's code. The emptiness is a forced psychological detox. But this brings up a massive contradiction. If this isolation is meant to heal us, why do these places feel so deeply unsettling? Why does the Dreamcore aesthetic trigger a primal, existential dread in the pit of our stomachs? The answer lies in the specific locations your brain chooses to build. Pay close attention. Your empty dreams almost never take place in a wild forest, a desert, or on a mountaintop. Nature is supposed to be empty. Instead, your brain traps you in human-made structures, schools, offices, hospitals, playgrounds, and malls. There is a word for this specific feeling: Kenopsia. It is the eerie, forlorn atmosphere of a place that is usually bustling with people, but is now abandoned and quiet. In psychology, this creates functional dissonance. These buildings were designed with a single purpose: to hold masses of people. A school without children is not a school. It is just a concrete shell. An indoor pool without swimmers is just a dangerous pit of water. When your subconscious constructs these spaces but fails to populate them, your brain's pattern recognition software panics. This is the uncanny valley phenomenon applied to architecture. Your ancient survival instincts kick in and scream, there should be 1,000 people here. If everyone has vanished, it means a predator is coming. It means a disaster just happened. I need to run. You are caught in a mental crossfire. Your intellectual brain knows you are resting, but your primal brain thinks you have been left behind after the apocalypse. It is the haunting intersection of nostalgia and survival panic. 12 o'clock to 16:30. The danger of finding someone. Earlier, I told you that there is a terrifying reason why you should never try to seek out other people in these empty dreamscapes. When people realize they are alone in a Dreamcore environment, their first instinct is often to panic. They start opening doors. They start calling out for help, looking for a familiar face to break the silence. But dream psychologists note a dark pattern. If your brain has intentionally built an empty liminal space to rest your social processor, forcing it to generate a person disrupts the healing cycle. When you actively summon someone into an empty dream, your subconscious usually retaliates. The entities that spawn in these empty spaces are rarely friendly. Because your brain's social centers are shut down, it cannot render a normal human face or a normal personality. Instead, it creates shadows, faceless figures, entities that stare at you from the end of the hallway but never speak. Or worse, it renders people who look exactly like your loved ones, but they act cold, hostile, or completely ignore you. By demanding company in a space meant for isolation, you force your brain to manifest your deepest social anxieties: the fear of rejection, the fear of the unknown, and the fear of the uncanny stranger. The rule of the liminal dream is simple. If the world is empty, leave it empty. Do not invite the shadows in. 1630 to 1900. The ultimate sanctuary. Those who frequently experience Dreamcore dreams and learn to stop fighting the emptiness eventually discover a profound secret. They stop fearing the silence. They begin to crave it. In the modern, hyper-connected world, we have lost the fundamental human right to true solitude. Your phone is constantly buzzing. Your attention is being farmed and sold to algorithms. You are always reachable, always visible, always on the grid. The empty spaces in your dreams are your soul's desperate protest against this reality. It is your mind building a digital womb, a vault where the noise of the 21st century cannot reach you. When you walk through that empty, fluorescent lit mall in your dream, you are actually walking through the deepest layers of your own mind. It has finally been swept clean of other people's opinions. The absence of people in your dreams is not proof of your loneliness. It is not a sign that society has rejected you. It is absolute proof that your inner world is rich enough and complex enough that you can exist within it entirely by yourself. You are not looking for other people because, for the first time all day, you are finally allowed to just be you. So, The next time you find yourself standing in an empty, impossibly long hallway with no exit, do not panic. Do not open the doors. Do not call out for the others. Just stop. Take a deep breath and enjoy the silence, because it might be the only place left in the universe that truly belongs to you.